Good morning, everybody. It's Peter at Iridium Consulting. So over the last couple of months, we've been talking a lot about business planning and the need to have a comprehensive, viable business plan in place for the next 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 years. But the future is not just about planning, it's also about preparation. We need to prepare for what lies ahead of us. And I'm reminded of a friend of mine that I climbed with in the Alps a number of times. He had a great habit. Before a difficult day, the evening before a difficult day, he'd take an hour or so in the evening and walk the start of the next day's route. And he did that to understand what lay ahead of him. He did that to understand the challenges he was going to face and maybe the choices he was going to have to make the next day. But knowing what lay ahead eased his apprehension for the future. And I think there's a lesson in that for all of us. We're all a little bit apprehensive of the future. We never know what's really coming. We never know what's coming tomorrow, this week, or the week after. So the future is unknown, and we can be apprehensive of what's going to come. But understanding or trying to understand what we may encounter can help ease our apprehensions. And by that I mean, read about people who've been in a similar business to you. Talk to them if you can. Ask them questions. What did you do? What challenges did you face? Where did you go right? Where did you go wrong? What was your experience like? What advice would you give to me as somebody in the same business or somebody starting off in the same business? So knowing what lies ahead helps ease our apprehensions for the future. I asked a climbing friend of mine a couple of months ago about what her fears were about climbing, and she said, "Peter, I'm apprehensive about the unknowns." And it's funny because I'm the same. I'm apprehensive about the unknowns. And if we can take time and try to quantify and understand and clarify the unknowns, it'll help ease our fears for the future. That's me, Peter, Iridium Consulting.